Not every car on Copart is worth importing to Nigeria. Some of them will make you 3 to 6 million naira. Some of them will sit in your compound for 4 months while your capital bleeds. And some of them, the ones that look like deals, will cost you more in repairs than you paid for the car. I'm going to tell you exactly which cars fall into which category, based on what actually sells in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt right now. Let me start with what sells fast. Fast means 7 to 21 days from delivery to buyer. Toyota Camry, 2015 and above. This is the most reliable car to import to Nigeria from Copart right now. Demand is consistent. Buyers are everywhere. Individual buyers, taxi operators, corporate buyers, ride-hailing drivers. Parts availability in Lagos is excellent. If something needs to be replaced after you import, Ladipo has it. Mechanics across Nigeria know this car. Buyers know this car. They trust it. The 2017 to 2019 SE and XSE trims are the sweet spot. On Copart, these cars with front-end damage in good condition, not flood, not fire, not rollover, typically bid between $4,000 and $7,000 depending on mileage and damage severity. Landing cost, 11 to 15 million naira, depending on exchange rate and customs. Lagos resale price, 14 to 19 million naira, depending on year and condition after repair. Margin per car, 3 to 5 million naira if you buy right. Toyota Highlander, 2017 and above. This is where the bigger margins live. SUVs are increasingly the car of choice for middle-class Nigerian buyers. The Highlander specifically has strong brand recognition and a reputation for reliability that makes resale straightforward. The 2019 SE and XLE are the most in-demand trims currently. Copart bid range for front-end or minor damage, $7,000 to $11,000. Landing cost, 15 to 19 million naira. Lagos resale, 22 to 26 million naira. Margin, 5 to 8 million naira. If the damage assessment and bid are right, higher capital required, higher reward. Honda Accord, 2016 to 2019, consistently in demand. Slightly below Camry in overall volume, but strong in urban markets. The 2.0 T Sport and Touring trims are the ones buyers ask about. The 1.5 T-Base trim is less exciting to buyers and slightly harder to move. Copart bid range for suitable damage, $3,500 to $6,500. Landing cost, 11 to 14 million naira. Lagos resale, 15 to 19 million naira. Margin, 3 to 5 million naira. Lexus RX 350, 2016 to 2019. The luxury segment in Nigeria is smaller, but the margins are wider. A well-sourced RX with manageable damage sells in Lagos to buyers who are comparing it to the dealer price of 30 to 38 million naira. If you can land it for 22 to 25 million naira, you have room. This is not a beginner's car. The customs assessment on a Lexus is higher, the parts are more expensive, the buyer pool is smaller, but the margin, done right, is 6 to 10 million naira. For experienced importers only. Now let me tell you what not to import. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, most American brand vehicles. I know the Chrysler 300 looks impressive. I know the Dodge Charger turns heads. The problem is resale in Nigeria. Nigerian buyers, especially at the 10 to 20 million naira price point, are risk-averse about brands they consider difficult to maintain. American brands have a reputation in Nigeria for expensive parts and limited mechanic familiarity. You might find a buyer eventually. But eventually in the import business means capital trapped for months. And trapped capital is dead capital. Flood vehicles, any brand. I've said this before, and I'll say it again because it costs people real money every time they ignore it. Flood cars are a death sentence in Nigeria's climate. The wiring corrodes, the ECU fails, the transmission control module shorts. And it doesn't happen immediately. It happens 3 to 6 months after the car is in Nigeria, sometimes after you've already sold it. The VIN check on NMVTIS will flag flood history. The Copart listing often flags it too. Sometimes the photos reveal it. Look for water lines inside the car, rust on the seat rail bolts, discolored carpets. If the listing says flood anywhere, in the damage type, in the title brand, in the condition notes, skip it. Older than 15 years, with some exceptions. Nigeria's import policy restricts vehicles older than 15 years. This changes over time. Verify the current threshold before you bid. The guide covers the current year restrictions and how they interact with the customs duty structure. One thing I want to be clear about: the cars I've listed here are consistent performers, but the specific car you import, the exact year, trim, mileage, damage type, and the price you pay for it is what determines whether you make money. A 2019 Camry that you overbid on is less profitable than a 2017 Camry you won at the right price. The damage filter in Module 3 of the guide tells you which damage types are safe to buy on which models. The max bid formula tells you the most you should ever pay for any specific car. The landed cost calculator tells you what that car will actually cost by the time it's in Lagos. These three tools together, used before every single bid, are what separate importers who make 5 million naira per car from importers who break even. The DIY Import Bible is 35,000 naira. Link is in the description. After 500 buyers, 75,000 naira.